Dear all, I am Mantikou from Greece, and the subject of my presentation is the relation between subject and object as contemporary heritage, and how it affects not only the body and the city space, but also the role and importance of the spatial and environmental body. As an introduction to my research, I would like to present an artwork of mine. At this installation, a recipe of making bread is put to Google Translate, and through differential translations is altered in a way that some words are replaced by Heraclitus objects completely irrelevant to the original recipe. So the basic object for the recipe is customized in a way when the new objects are used as new tools for the altered version. This artwork introduces the meaning of metaphors and how they can change a procedure, the changing of a viewpoint and how it can enrich the properties of an object, and the meaning of customization. The exhibition The Life Fair New Body Products, which took place in Rotterdam 2016, curated by Agata Zaworska, will be used as a case study as it gathers design objects that cover the entire spectrum of everyday urban life. Through an experiential and idiosyncratic review of that exhibition, each object will be reviewed through interdisciplinary references, not only by other design objects, but also theoretical, political, and religious too. As we can see from the plan of the exhibition, the viewer can stroll around like any other fair, art, design, food, etc., and make his own multiple routes. The first exhibit is the Finnish baby box. For 75 years, Finland's expectant mothers have been given a box to the state. It's like a starter kit of clothes, sheets and toys that can even be used as a bed. And some say it helped Finland achieve one of the world's lowest infant mortality rates. So what comes in my mind is an adult survival kit and a Swiss Army knife, and the green box of Marcel Duchamp, which was a kind of art survival kit, and the Greek traditional dowry as a marriage survival kit, and the baby's dowry, which confronts the male-female sex option, concluding the latest vote in Greece 6 months ago, in which the Greek parliament voted for the sex change from the age of 15. Moving to the next exhibit, it is a biohack device when you can program your body, even the preferred sex you wish to become. But before the body hacking, the first thing it comes to my mind is the idea of hacking IKEA's object, which can lead me to open source platforms such as opensourcepsychology.org, when you can build your own tractor or even your house, which can lead me to rethink the meaning of bricoleur today. Moving to the next exhibit, which is a baby relax with an iPad adjusted to it, what I think of is from a virtual nanny, which in Greek we called dada, I think of a Dadaist fountain of Marcel Duchamp, and of course old and contemporary methods of education. From methods of education, I move to methods of political convince with the next exhibit of Putin's perfume, which lead me to masculinity advertisement methods for the benefit of mankind, or smell like a man, but also to the Duchamp Serre de Paris. And from quantified measurements of masculinity to the new exhibit, which is a series of measurements for bringing the best of your body. Thinking back to the new image of body with sport advertisements, and to the role of the body as an exhibit, and its openness to public gestures with Abramovich's performance Rhythm Zero, and to NLP communication model, or even the Amway pyramid of work promotion. And moving to another working environment with a new exhibit, where BP rewards its employees when they have healthy behavior. Of course, I think of iWatch and its measurements of our daily workouts, including to a Greek tradition of the retirement route at 60s as an honor, because very few factory employers at that time could retire due to premature death, which caused from bad working conditions. And from metaphysic bonus, I move to the next exhibit, which is the Metaphysic, Health, Love and Fortune palm reading, which made me think of contemporary digital methods of protection from the evil eye through phone applications, and older health predictions of bad health conditions used as a government health campaign against smoking. And from smoking bad habits, moving to the next exhibit, when the chair can be used by obese people, which cost the fat amount translated to government tax. Of course, what comes in my mind is Joy's fat chair. But I cannot think the resemblance of that chair with IKEA's iconic Poink chair, which almost every house has one. And of course, the conceptual art of Kossuth's 1 and 3 chairs. The next exhibit comes to make us stop bad habits with the electric shocker Pavlov, referring, of course, to Pavlov's dog experiment, and to America's stun guns policy, and to orthodox confessions and the recommended punishment, and to the sheets self-castigate as a purification method. Moving to the next object, we come to another scene-related object, a sex toy which promotes the long-distance sex. But under that design, what I think of is chat rooms like Tinder, or the design of 90s sex shops, and the sexual provocation with fashion industry, which comes to art. But I can also refer to the sex provocation and identity concealing of the Venetian Carnival, which came to fill industry with Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut, and of course to the design of new slang sex words, which lead me to the next exhibit, From Sex to Love, which is a bra that opens when it detects love. Of course, what comes to my mind is chastity and the meaning of love through physical methods of evaluation, which lead me to have tattoos or 90s love meters. But also, I can think the droid love of BB-8 at the Star Wars film, and the bicentennial man and the artificial intelligence. And nowadays, when droid love evolved to android love, funny. Moving to the next exhibit, we lead to a home lie detector. So all the family relations are tested and evaluated under the procedure of lie detecting, and all the safety homeness is compressed in a black and white installation. what comes in my mind is another ethics design. Through Palladio's architecture in Villa Rotonda, when the complete symmetrical and ideal design of that villa referred to an ideal owner which never existed though. And another home design policy. When massive and best priced objects referred to an honest and smart owner. But when I think the procedure of like confession, it comes to my mind the Catholic confession. And when it comes to art, Abramovich, with the artist is present, is what is up. And from the relation of two, with the next exhibit, we move to a relation of multiple. That plate is a pedigree which types the Ministry of Social and Family Development in Singapore. From that exhibit, it comes to my mind a Greek traditional embroidered plate, which is a kind of home heritage going from one generation to another as a symbol of pedigree. And another Greek tradition of Greek textiles symbolizing another pedigree of homeness. Or a virtual research of pedigree through connecting your last name with others who have the same name in social media. Moving to the next exhibit, we see how a smart design isn't flawless too, when it comes to prevent a car crash program. This can make me think the situation of manipulating cars and aeroplanes in dangerous situations as a game through video game consoles of 90s. And of course a devastating car crash which happened a year ago in Greece when the son of a Greek toy manufacturer and a friend of his died when had a flat tire while developing high speed. And from a car crash related to toy industry, I move to the next exhibit, a roller coaster, which leads to death through multiple G's. But also, I can think the fun parks, and of course, the controversial issue of suicide for medical reasons. And from the issue of free will, we move to the last exhibit, which is a vote exchange to a toothbrush and the relation of the will to consumption. So what comes in my mind is the empty ring of Gil Magid and the Ferranis. Concluding, we can see another spatial plan of the exhibition. Not only the spatial body affects the digital, but what is more interesting is that the digital affects the spatial and environmental. So human senses acquire more and more properties, and the process of perceiving the world of objects that surround them, the contemporary postmodern urbanism, is changing, affecting the process of understanding and inhabiting the urban environmental and, of course, its heritage. Thank you very much.